Good afternoon. I'm Cindy Adams, CEO of the Iowa Society of CPAs, and we're here at the Iowa State Capitol for the opening day of the 2016 legislative session. This session will be working on your behalf and our members to monitor issues affecting you and the accounting profession. We continue also to strive to strengthen CPA relationships with local government and promote the expertise of Iowa CPAs when legislators have questions about pieces of legislation, or to help educate legislators when we see possible regulatory changes that could affect our profession. Joining me today, Scott Sundstrom, and welcome.
Thank you.
He is the Legislative Counsel for the Society, and thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us today.
Thank you. It's good to be here. Let me talk a little bit about the legislative session generally, and then I'll talk about a few specific issues that we see coming that will affect society members. So first of all, the budget. That's the one thing that the legislature has to do, is pass a budget, and this year's budget is going to be fairly tight. The legislature in the past has made some pretty big spending commitments over many years, which takes a lot of money every session. There is growth in the state budget, but most of that growth is taken up to pay for those prior commitments, things like property tax relief, teacher pay increases. So the remaining amount of money, if there even is any, is going to be hard and very small and very hardly fought over. So we'll have to watch that. That won't be fun. There's also going to be a lot of discussion and disputes over education funding and over the Medicaid privatization, Medicaid managed care changes that the governor has made. So lots for the legislature to fight over and discuss. Specifically, that will affect society members. Like every year, we will be following the coupling bill. That's a piece of legislation that ties Iowa's tax law to changes made in the Federal Internal Revenue Code over the past year. That has to be done every session. There are a lot of tax changes at the federal level. That bill hopefully will show up soon, and we urge legislators to couple as much as possible and to do it as soon as possible so that Iowa's tax professionals know what Iowa's tax law is and can help their customers and clients. Secondly, we also expect to see legislation introduced that would regulate tax preparers, require registration of tax preparers. That would be based on legislation passed in Oregon a few years ago. We do have some concerns about that, potential for confusion that it could create in the marketplace about the qualifications of people who help prepare taxes. We'll be involved in that legislation when we see that. So those are some of the things we're looking forward to this session, and as always, there'll be issues that come up that we don't anticipate, and we'll be looking to have our members weigh in and contact your legislators and educate them about public policy that matters to society members.
Thanks, Scott. We're very lucky to have Scott advocating for us this session. As a member, you can also keep up to date as we go along through the session by reading the Iowa Society of CPAs Take 5. It's our legislative briefing, and it is emailed to you throughout the session. And speaking of members, Scott, I understand you'll be joining us with Governor Branstad coming up on a great event on January 28th.
That is correct. On January 28th is Iowa CPA Day at the Capitol. It's a great event. I'll be speaking. I apologize in advance, but you can suffer through that. I'll also be working with members who attend to meet your legislators, both your individual legislators who represent you, as well as key legislators on public policy issues that matter, Ways and Means chairs, and others. We're working on scheduling those meetings today here on the first day of the session. That's a great event. I think it's very helpful both for members who attend to learn about how public policy is made in the state, and it is also helpful for the members of the Iowa legislature to hear from their CPAs firsthand in person.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to it, and actually it's so close to the caucuses, we hope we have a really good turnout. So we want to thank you on behalf of what you do again for our members, and now I'll let you get back to work because I understand you have a very busy day, but we really appreciate you taking time for us today.
Great,
so thanks, Scott, and we look forward to
Yep.
it. Thanks. If you haven't signed up yet, please make plans to attend the Iowa CPA Day at the Capitol on January 28th. It's from 8 to 1. It includes breakfast, lunch, transportation, and 2 hours of CPE. And you can register at our website, which is iacpa.org. In closing, the work we do on your behalf is not possible without the financial support of our members. Thank you for being members of this great organization. I also appreciate all members encouraging other CPAs who maybe are not members to join us in our advocacy. because the advocacy we do for all CPAs in the state is so important. Together, we are stronger. Also, I'd encourage you to make and contribute to the Iowa CPA Political Action Committee. This helps us support political candidates who understand our issues and recognize the expertise of Iowa CPAs. CPAs are critical to the success of consumers and businesses across the state. You can contribute at iacpa.org, as I stated before, and it's a new website, so I'd encourage you all to go out there, help us strengthen our industry voice here at the Capitol. I'm proud to represent our members across the great state of Iowa, and I look forward to seeing you on January 28th, and we look forward to a successful legislative session.